Hey, Charlie, how are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Oh, I'm beyond great. I'm just spectacular. But I want to talk to you about something, and I think a lot of our listeners would too. Have you ever heard the phrase, if you aren't climbing, you're sliding?
To be honest with you, have never heard that before. I read
I,
that when you sent me some information on this. I was like, I have never heard that. I've heard if you're not growing, you're dying, but not if you're
right.
not climbing, you're sliding. And I
It's
like
kind
it.
of the same thing,
Yeah.
a little bit different, but we all want to climb. Nobody well, I like to slide, but that's another that I'm thinking of the
And not that
childhood
kind.
down the
I'm thinking like grabbing onto a mountain and like rocks are falling down. I just
sliding.
watched the new Lion King when he's like falling down.
Oh,
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, that's
oh,
what I'm thinking.
okay. Well, anyhow.
A scary slide,
Uh, no scary side.
slide to
Um,
death.
well, again, I think if we've stopped dreaming, I think that's my whole thing with any age bracket, and I know a lot of the age bracket on here is 40, 50, 60, and I hold the old lady seat, which I love. Not putting myself down at all. Is those dreams? I hear a lot of people in society. I'm not pointing my finger at anybody in particular here. That they just same old, same old. Well, that's just the way I am. Well, this is what I thought in my brain when I wanted to talk to you about, and not you, but everybody, is none of us dreamed when we were little of, oh, I can't wait to be just the same old, just like same house, same hairstyle, same makeup. I'd look pictures of me in my 30s, and I wish somebody would have told me I look like a clown.
I just looked at my
Really
pictures.
wish.
Go back and look at those pictures, and you're like, "Oh, why didn't someone tell me?" And they probably
Uh,
did. I didn't listen.
well, if
Let's
they
be
did, I
honest.
thought I was really in. I was really in. Nobody wants, oh, I can hardly wait to grow up and just have the same car for the rest of my life or the same job. I complained about my job all the time because I hated all the jobs I've had, like 96 of them for sure. But we have to, we don't want the same brain either. The same brain are those people that just sit there and go, well, that's just the way it was.
That's how we do it.
And that's how we do it. It's kind of, isn't that a song? That's how
This
we.
is how we do
Yeah, I knew
it.
you'd know it. I know you. Yeah, and you sing way better than me. You sing
Sorry.
way better than me. Yeah.
I was saying just before you go on to this, I'm thinking about like hair. And it's so funny because I
Mhm.
have never been one to have the same hairstyle. I grow it out, then I cut it short. Then I grow it out, then I cut it short. It's curly, it's straight, it's blonde, it's black, it's red. Right now I have it. It's like
It's so
if you're
cute,
on
girl.
YouTube,
I love it.
you'll see
I
it is
love it.
red, and there's not enough light. Let me see if I can even turn on more light so you get more of a. It is
Oh,
red. Here we
ta-da.
go. Ta-da! I mean,
I
like it
love it.
is so fun and vibrant, and
Mm,
I'll turn that off. Well, that's a lot of light,
mm.
but so fun. And I'm just not a person who likes. I am a change. I think I'm part gypsy, so I like to move. I like to go. I don't like to stay in one place for a long time. I like
Yeah,
moving,
yeah.
so I'm a change person. That's why I think my whole change with Charlie. It's because I love changing. So this is my jam, girl. This is my jam.
Well, I moved a lot with the first husband, and people always said to me, "Oh, was he in the service?" I said, "No, he was just a flake." But I loved it because I always said I got a new junk drawer every 6 or 7 months. We would literally change houses, and I never thought that was uh, weird because I stayed in the same house my whole life. Now that some people like that, and I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm saying me, I hated being in the same house forever. So when I broke out of my parents' house at 18, I wanted to experience change, change, and change. Now I don't change my hair color and all that as much as you do, and I maybe I'm not gutsy enough. I love it on you, but the brain has to be uh, reprogrammed, and I think a lot of people think they can't, or that we can't reprogram ourselves, but we have the power to determine the direction of our lives, whether it's our hair color, whether it's our job. And I think sometimes people just need the permission to do it. We had that wonderful guest
Totally.
guest on this morning, Kelly, that literally said, well, okay, so if you fail, so what? So if you
And you probably
you,
will.
you
You
probably
may.
will. Hey, yeah, so what?
I
Try
love
it.
that.
Try the color. I tried platinum when I was 16, platinum hair. Well, the next day my hair had these horrible roots, and I was like, okay, that's not the look I was going for. So I went back and got it a little different. But if we don't try something, how boring. I don't do boring.
I
I don't
love
do
it. And
boring.
I love
I do
because
classes. I don't do boring.
this is your, I know that you're totally into the neuroplasticity and we talk about brain changing. We have the power. I'll be on the nerd side of this or the medical side of this. We have the power to change our brain. And I'm excited. I didn't even tell you, I'm actually going to, the reason I'm going to be in Colorado for a few weeks is I'm actually working on the practicum part of my master's degree. And I'm going to be working with with people who have brain injuries. And
Oh my
so
gosh.
this is going to be interesting because you can change your brain. I mean, so there.
Yeah. Because I guess why I need help because I get irritated when I hear people go, oh, that's just the way I am. That's the way
how
it's
I
always been.
am.
I like want to scream and pull my hair out. And it's like, no, you can. And now this is going to be fascinating. I can't wait for you to come back with and teach everybody. People with brain injuries. I've heard of that, but I've just definitely not, I don't have it.
Right. Instead, it doesn't have to be that.
that.
I'm going to give you permission. So if whoever's out there listening, if you're in a rut,
yeah,
or if you think you're so stuck in these certain routines, you've always done it that way, even if it's as simple as you can change the color of the walls in your house.
Get out of here. Really?
Yeah. I'm giving you permission today to make a change. You can change jobs. You can change careers. I can't tell you how many people over 50 that were even in my nursing class. I went to school to be a nurse at 35 and I thought that was old. And I got there and there was people in their 40s and 50s in my class. One man was in his 60s to be a nurse because that's what he always wanted to do. And you'll have to listen to another podcast we did, but with Kelly, but it's like, what do you want to be? I mean, you can change. I want to give everyone permission right now to get out of your rut.
Yeah. Take the little fairy dust and throw it on them or whatever. Just do it. I mean, again, what's the worst that's going to happen? And 99% of the time, it never does. So, are you interested in different things? Or better yet, different people?
Ooh.
Different people that do things differently than you do might be interested in things that you don't really know anything about. How about you just open your ears and please open your heart? You may learn something. I learn a lot from Charli. I learn a lot from the girls that I hang around. Just because we haven't had the same backgrounds, that makes it more exciting. Listen and be sincerely interested in what their passion is. Because you know what? There's nothing worse than this. I think we've all experienced this, if truth be told. Somebody's telling you about what they're passionate about, and you're like, well, yeah, okay, is she going to shut up yet? No, your energy comes through. So you're either inspiring that person and encourage them with your, sincerely be interested in what's they're interested about right now in their life. And treat them like you would like someone to listen to you, for goodness sake.
Instead of always thinking about what you're going to say next, you're looking at them and you can tell that you're trying to think, you're thinking about what you want to say next. So you're really not even hearing them. Yeah. And I think it's a good thing, Darlene, one trick that I learned to do this is to ask questions. So I'm listening so that I can ask a question. Okay. So people actually feel like I'm listening.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's important to them. It's kind of like I look at it like when our children were little, that little 2-year-old was serious, or 4-year-old. You've got grandkids in the house right now. Yeah. Eliza she's serious when she has to tell Yaya something.
She's very serious.
And how horrible would it be if you go, yeah, okay, you really okay, yeah, I'm busy.
Yeah, that'll break her heart.
So, but we do that as adults.
And we still feel brokenhearted about it. We still are like, wow, okay. Well, thanks.
Mm-hmm. I think people are sometimes afraid to, what's your new hobby? What's your new hobby? I never in a million years, I wouldn't even call it a hobby, but I have never in my, all the years I can remember, I'm not crafty. I'm not into sewing. I'm not into knitting. I crocheted 3 blankets in my life and the kids were all brand new, getting ready to be born. I now have made 2 or 3 chunky blankets. I wouldn't call it a hobby, but I tried something new and I'm not excellent at it, but I'm good enough at it that I have one. My son has one. My daughter's going to get one. So what's your new hobby? Do you have any new hobbies?
I love that. One of the things I found that when, it's been over almost 12 years now. that when I got divorced, before I met Randy, I found that I didn't have hobbies because I was so caught up in my family and what he wanted, that I found that I had lost myself. I
Mm,
kind of became invisible. So
mhm.
I spent some time finding out, what do I like to do?
Right.
I joke all the time saying I didn't even know what flavor yogurt I liked because I was so busy, always buying his. But I mean, so what I found out is I really love photography. And I actually like the editing portion of photography. I like to take pictures, but I really like
You're excellent.
editing pictures. I really like
Really?
to edit pictures, and it's just fun for me. I don't want to do it
Yeah.
for a job or anything
Right.
like that.
Right.
But that would be a hobby. I like hiking. I do
Mhm.
enjoy hiking. My chickens now are a hobby. That's crazy. Who
I
has
thought you were going
chickens?
to say that. I did. I thought you were going to say that from the first time I met you and went to your house in Colorado. I know you're in Arkansas now, but don't know if I'm going to get there in the near future. Uh, is your chickens are too cute. I can see how you really get into that. It's just that little
It's just
mothering
it's a
place in your
funny
heart.
mothery place in my heart, and
Yeah.
I'm not really that kind of a mom. I'm not really overly mommy like that, but it's just really fun. Yeah, I mean, different things we like to do. I mean, we did a dance party last night at our house. We do that, often.
Oh.
Is that we just crank up some music. We had some Beyonce going, and if you had, I wish you could. I don't even know where Eliza gets some of this stuff, but some of the moves that she's doing, and then Maya's trying to copy her, and Shelby and I are
Oh.
laughing and dancing. It was just so much fun, and that's we want them to have the memories that we don't just couch potatoes. We'll jump up and we'll do, the impromptu dance
That's
parties after a movie and
I
stuff. And
love
they
it.
jump up and start dancing, and it's fun. So
I
that's
love it.
doing something new. I wouldn't have done that before because I would have been like, well,
Uh,
that's stupid, or, oh, meh. Now I'm like, who cares? Yeah.
that's right. That's right. And again, memories for them for
Oh,
sure.
you know what else I did?
What?
Motorcycles. When I met my husband, he rode a Harley, and I had never done that before. And so I tried a new thing, and I thought I was going to be scared to death. And I loved it because I am a self-proclaimed control freak. And so it was so great to be sitting on the back of a bike, and he's such an amazing driver. I mean, he's great. I just relaxed, and I just took
Hmm.
my camera and I took pictures while I'm on the back of the motorcycle, just like looking around at everything. I love it. I love being on a motorcycle. I would have never known because I would have never tried that before. Sushi, I mean, I've loved all different kinds of food now that I never tried before. So, okay, I'm done.
Well,
I
no,
just
it's again,
I
it's
had
coming
like
out
an
of her.
awakening. Yeah, like an
Yeah.
awakening at
Yeah. Oh,
40
that's
of
cute.
like new things that I like. And now I have challenging myself at 51 to say, okay, now have you tried something new? What
Now
new
what?
things do
Now
you want
what?
to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now what?
Because I don't want
To
to get
have
in
that.
a new rut.
Well, and I think, honestly, I think God's got the little kids around you right now for a season and a reason. Is when we see things through younger children's age. I know yours are just babies still at 1 and 3, but still, it's like if we really see things in that light and that ah, our eyes look at things differently.
Yeah.
I just, I've always been a people watcher, but now it's like I'm a nature watcher, and I kind of look around like I'm excited. I can even see those leaves. I'm excited. I'm watching people look at the sunset last night.
That was
Um,
awesome. I love your video.
Thank you. I go down there. Well, took the dog for a walk because I've been in the house all day and I forgot to take him for a walk. So he lets me know. So we go take a walk, and I'm down there by the beach watching all of these different people with dogs, without dogs, and I'm just fascinated. I even saw a guy, swear to God, oh, I just thought of him. He walked so slow. I mean, I think a turtle, and I'm not being mean, I think a turtle can walk faster. But
Right.
God bless him, he had a walker, and his wife or girlfriend, whoever was with him, he he was way behind her, but he still
He
did
was
it.
doing it.
And
He
my
was
mind
doing
went,
it.
look at him. He didn't go, I can't get out of the car.
I
I
have a
gotta just sit
walker. It's
here. I gotta walk it.
Sandy.
Oh my God. If nothing else, down here by the beach where I live, all of these sweet people, any age bracket, 50, 60, 70, 80, God only knows, might be some 90-year-olds. They all get out and they walk their little walker walk. And I'm telling you what, it gives me hope. I'm like, wow, you know,
Go them.
it's
Go
a new,
them.
maybe it's their little new place to travel. Who knows?
That's the
Um,
thing. I need to add travel. That's on my list. Is I don't travel very much. I mean, I go to. I want to do some play. I want. Okay, I want to do a vacation by myself.
oh, where would you go?
okay, you might find this interesting, but I want to go like to England or somewhere. I don't want to go I want to go somewhere like and stay in a Airbnb or something
Yeah.
downtown.
Oh, do it.
You know, like in London or something. And I just want, or somewhere by myself and
I love it.
just be alone and be okay with just being alone and having a vacation by myself. Get up when I want, eat when I want, see what I want, take pictures and not be on anyone else's agenda but my own.
Yep.
And that's one thing. The other, I want to do a medical mission. So I've got a couple in mind that I want to do in the next couple years. But travel, I want to do more traveling. And like, I mean, not just out of the country, right? Just traveling.
Right. No,
even a couple days away. Yeah.
A day trip, an hour or two away. Next week, I'm going to go with a girlfriend about an hour away, and we're just going to experience that city and all of its beauty.
Yeah.
And, you know, inside, outside, boutiques, not boutiques, just walking and looking at the sea lions or whatever. Just literally, if people think, well, I know, because I hear people go, oh, I don't have money to travel. Okay, get in your car and go an hour that way or an hour that way.
You'd be shocked.
Even my girlfriend that I was with Sunday, my best friend in the world, Dolly, she's going to retire. She's 75, finally going to retire. And I said, so what are you going to do? What kind of hobbies you got? And she says, well, I don't really know. She says, but you know what I like to do? And she lit up. I go, what? I love Big Bear. Darlene, it's got a whole city. It's got like a town. I said, really? You know, I said, how far is that from here? She goes, about 45 minutes. I said, you know what? I think I've been to Big Bear once in my life. I was probably in my 20s, so I honestly don't remember. I said, then I'll go with you if you want. If you don't want me to go, I won't go. And she said, no, of course go. I won't go. I'm not inviting myself. Oh, yes, I am. Yeah, a day trip.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like put some things down that it's like going to have I used to tell my niece, you know, go get your bag lunch and go sit down and just go to the pier at some pier.
Yeah. We do that a lot though. We did it a lot in Colorado. We did a lot of driving around because we were actually looking for land. So we drove all over something, just a day trip. We just packed our lunch. And went. We just made a bunch of stuff that we could eat on the way, so you didn't spend money on that because that's a silly thing to do. But I don't know. How about I think freshening up your look? We talked about hair, but some of us need to stop wearing the same clothes all the time and go for a different look. You're always wearing a big old baggy shirt, and you need to get a little tighter, more tailored shirt on. You know, I will tell everyone, if you are heavier, wearing a big baggy shirt just makes you look more heavy. So get in there, tailor it up a little bit.
Moo-moo. Burn the moo-moo.
Hashtag burn the moo-moo. You need to change your look up. If you're wearing the same kind of shirt all the time, go try something new on. Even if you're just trying it on, you may not buy it, but go to Ross or somewhere and go in. Just take get a friend to pick some clothes out for you that she thinks would look cute on you.
You know what I used to do?
And hand them to you. The What Not to Wear show.
Yeah, what I used to do years ago was I would walk around, and those days I walked around Nordstrom's. I don't care where you go. Walk around, go to a nice place.
Yes.
And look at the women that work there or are shopping there. And you kind of look around, you know, don't let them think you're a stalker, but look at them and go.
They'll think they think you're security, thinking they're stealing stuff.
Yeah. I'm doing a secret shopper. You know, don't take a video of them. You know, that kind of gives it away. But kind of get the look and go. You know, I kind of like to look like that. She kind of has my body type. You know, I kind of like that on her. Wonder if that would look good on me.
Cute.
Go try it on. If it doesn't look good on you, okay, don't buy it. Please don't buy it. But get some ideas and not, because again, same old.
Yeah.
Same old. I got a compliment again. I got to go back to my girl Dolly. I always called her my personal shopper all these years. And girlfriend can hook it up. That's all I got to say. She can hook it up. And every time, this is not an exaggeration, I promise. Every time she and I go out and are shopping someplace, we got it just the other day, people are walking into the store, they stop and look at both of us and go, look at you two.
Working
you two at work. And I'm like, I'm looking at her, I'm looking at me, and we're like, and I didn't know we were going to have the paparazzi out today, but okay. There isn't a time we haven't been out together that somebody doesn't stop. I always say it's because of her, because she's crazy, but maybe it's both of us. Who knows?
I think you both, and you always look amazing. Hey, speaking of working it, everybody who's watching this on YouTube, we need you to work it for us by hitting the subscribe button, subscribe to our channel so that you make sure you
and the notifications. They have to hit notifications.
Oh,
please.
and hit notifications so you know when the new stuff. And we also love your comments. Tell us in the comments stuff that you want us to talk about, topics you want to hear more about, because we're here to serve you. So we want to know. So I just wanted to add a little. Remember that. So
yeah.
What else?
Okay.
I mean, I keep a book. You made a comment before about writing, about learning new things. You're amazing about that. You're a learner, a lifelong learner.
Well, I figured if God put this brain in me, it wasn't just to sit there and get mushy.
Yeah.
You know, who wants to talk to a marshmallow head?
Change it up.
Change it up. Get on YouTube. Hello, Dr. Google and Ms. YouTube, whatever. If you can't find something of interest in there, and
you can do everything on YouTube.
Oh, how to how to. I have looked up the craziest things on how to. I don't want anybody thinking what that means, but I have looked up things. I just I don't know. How do you do this? How do you do that?
Everything.
I told my tenant when she's like, I can't figure out how to turn the refrigerator thing on. I said, YouTube it. I'm a great landlord. YouTube it. I mean, yeah. Encyclopedia Britannica's got nothing on YouTube.
Yeah, so. we had those delivered. Remember, and you had the update every year that came to your house, and you had to go look it up and that. So my mom was a learner too. That's why we had the Encyclopedia Britannica, and she'd sit there and just read stuff because she'd want to learn new stuff. So she was always learning. So I got that from her, I'm sure. But I was writing. Are you writing your memoirs?
I've started, and I'll tell you what.
It's hard to say memoir.
I always thought that was for the rich and famous, honestly. Yes. They do their memoirs, and it's like, oh, do you publish those after they're dead? It's like, oh, how gross. But I telling my girl Dolly the other day, I said, listen to me. I want you to start writing your memoirs, and I'll tell you why. Your family deserves it. Your grandchildren deserve it. Your great-grandkids deserve it.
Yeah.
Because I wish, and I think somebody on here is going to be in my same category here, I wish I would have listened to my grandmother Turgeon more, because now I think back and I go, I wonder who did that, and I wonder who was married to that person. I wonder what they did for a living, and I wonder what their thoughts were. I never listened because it was like, okay, Grandma, shut it up, okay? Please. But now it's like, yeah, we can go on the genealogy, sites and all that and find out where you're from. I'm like, great. I want the stories. I want the stories that I don't remember.
Yes.
And if nothing else, even if it's like, well, this isn't, I don't want anybody else to read it. Okay, nobody else has to read it.
I had a patient, when I was an oncology nurse, I had a patient who had the best stories. Oh my gosh. He told the best stories all the time and all these fun adventures. And I always ask him, are you writing these down? And he told me, I think he was recording them so someone else could write them for him. But the best stories. And I was thinking, there's so many stories I wish I had from family members. And same thing for us. We knew that we need to write it down, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So our family knows the struggles we went through, and they know what price we paid to get them here to the place where they're at right now.
And it'll be, if nothing else, it'll be entertaining for them. And it won't be like, no, I don't remember Grandma Darlene. And what did she do? And okay.
They're like, Grandma Darlene was hilarious. And they'll be like, she was a hoot.
She was a hoot. And don't we have a template or something that we can probably put on a link below that?
Our Renee Fisher, we'll get her template, and we're going to put that down in the show notes, and also on YouTube, we'll put it down in the comments for sure.
So it makes it just like, I was telling Dolly, it's cut and paste. Mm-hmm. Type it up on Word. It doesn't have to be perfect punctuation, whatever. Slap it over on these templates, and voila. I mean, it's what a gift to give somebody. I'm sorry, I'm going to give mine to my kids and before I'm dead. Just saying. Okay.
Well, you got to give them a good thing to read. That's another thing about changing. You can't change if you're not a reader. I'm a big reader. You're a big reader.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Or listener, if you need to listen to Audible books, if you don't have Audible, I think we have a link down there. You can sign up for Audible. You get like free weeks or whatever, and listen to some good books.
What are you putting into your brain? And if it's the same,
not just Harlequin romances.
No. Oh God, don't make me throw up right here on podcast.
I know. If you read those, we love you still. But I mean, it's just
sorry,
hard.
I love you. Yeah,
and his growing manhood was pressing. I'm like, oh Jesus, really? I'm sorry. I went there. I mean, that's like really.
For real.
For real. Go out and live some life. And the same goes for. I catch myself. I'll get into some things where I'm watching all the real the reality shows or
Yeah.
watching things on TV. And
Yeah.
I'm like, stop it. I want to go live life instead of watching other people live theirs. So I'm going to get up and go do something instead of
Or
watching.
at least watch it for entertainment or whatever. And I do.
Yeah.
And then go like one of my favorite shows that you turned me on to. And I'm telling you straight up, I thought, oh, I'm not going to watch this. I love it. You know which one I'm going to talk about?
Queer Eye.
Love it. Those Pete guys are so cool. They've helped me, and their hearts are so big that I want to get up and be a better person. So to me,
so there.
I mean, I love Grey's Anatomy, but I don't get up going, I want to go operate. Okay, I'm not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
No, but you know what?
Come here,
If you want a
Shiloh,
new
let me
look,
operate on you.
if you want a new look, I love them because they always go along with the person's look. They don't turn them into someone totally, completely different.
Exactly.
But they do. They honor the person. They honor who they are. But they will give you tips, and you'll think, oh, find the ones for women or for a man listening.
I'm making the soup. As soon as it gets a little cooler here, I'm making this butternut squash.
Oh,
soup.
I know the one. Yes, he has the ranch guy.
Yes.
Yes.
Was that good? Okay. So anyhow.
Anyway, we digress.
We're not reviewing
what if your change includes acts of service? If you're well, I don't have any friends, I don't have anything to do anything with. Well, why don't you go and volunteer somewhere?
How about that? I have volunteered a few times now in the past year or two. One of the gals in our group here in Orange County she's just the best at finding volunteer things to do. And I always come back away with, God, that felt good. How come I don't do more of that? And, not all of us are going to do 7 days a week, 5 days a week, but good God, could you put down one a month?
Something. I mean, one every 6 months, once a quarter.
I guess I'm being rude, but anyhow, there's so many people out there. The widows need you. The single mom needs you.
Convalescent home. Go visit some people.
Yes.
Go visit, take a bottle of lotion and rub some hands. I mean, really. Please. Anyway, okay.
And I guess we're done preaching now, huh? We went from Queer Eye
to acts of preaching.
Oh, that's going to irritate some people right there. What?
That's okay. They need someone to pray for. Isn't that what Kelly's told us?
Yeah, pray for me.
Hey, you know what? Yeah. You got to have some people to pray for. So we're just helping you out.
Here I is. Even I was taught this a long time ago. This is about we'll go back to feeding your brain. If you're still going to work. If you go to the market, okay, I don't go to work.
Or church, or
go someplace. Take a different route. Oh, but Darlene, I always go this way. Yeah, that's your problem.
Yeah, find a different way. Find a different route. Oh, that's fun. I love that.
Yeah, just take it there. Brush your teeth in the morning instead of your right hand. If you're right-handed like me, do it with your left. It might be a little messy, but who cares?
Try something new.
You're not trying to get on Olympics for brushing your teeth with your wrong hand. Just do that, and I know people are like, Darlene, that's stupid. Why would I even do that? I don't know. Do you want your brain to be good?
Yeah,
it's brain health. We don't.
So you got it. My yoga thing is like when you do things with yoga, you'll do like maybe your hands this way, and then they'll say with your thumbs, and they'll say, okay, let's do a little yoga for your brain and change your thumbs. So it does. It's a little thing. So if you're always doing something a certain way, try just putting your thumbs a different way, and it does make a big difference. Your brain is like, what?
Yeah. People are always scared of getting, a disease, and I'm definitely not here to talk like a doctor or even a nurse or anything like that. But how about we just do something different? And maybe that stickiness. Listen to me. I'm gonna get real geeky. Ha ha. That stickiness that's in our brain, Charlie will clean this up for me later. We keep doing.
You have to watch this on YouTube because you'll see her hand movements of the stickiness in her brain.
Sticky. We don't like sticky in the brain. Yeah. Come to my course, you'll get it. All that stickiness can be eliminated if we just do something different. Well, I do crossword puzzles. That's great. Keep doing them.
Keep doing those. But how about you do word searches instead for a week? Do something different. Yeah, that's all we're saying. So
take my dog for the same walk every day.
That's awesome. Also, it keeps people from, if you're single, you don't want to be taking the same routes anyways, because people will be following you, and I watch a lot of investigation discovery, so you don't want to ID too many things. Don't do that. Or NCIS. What's the big book they need to watch or read or listen to?
Oh, maybe you can. Maybe how about you just listen to it or read it? How about that?
I know Carolyn Leaf is on YouTube, so you can watch her. But
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, she's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Caroline Leaf, switch on your brain every day. Well, she's got a couple books out, but if you go on Amazon, and we'll of course
She's
have that
all
link
about
for you to make it-
neuroplasticity.
Yeah,
So
is that right side or wrong side?
that's right side. I see it right side.
Okay, good. Well, so do they then. 365 readings for peak
You have to do
happiness.
your Vanna. Vanna.
And so, okay. 365 readings. Okay, what that means, people, is you can read one a day. Okay, I thought I had to make that clear. Look at this one. That one's so short.
I know somebody else writing a book that you can read one a day. I can't remember her name.
I can't remember either, but she's awful cute, I think. Anyhow, so day 173 is like 2 paragraphs. Holy smokes.
Read it.
Read it. Read it.
No, I'm telling you to read that day.
Oh. Wait a minute, I didn't even know. Okay.
What was it? 273?
173. Hold
Oh,
on.
173. Say,
173. I have no idea what one said. Okay, here we go. Oh my God. Hold on.
She has to change glasses.
I guess so.
Higher strength.
Who knows? We're not reading it today.
Okay.
I can't see it. Between crying this morning and laughing so hard.
Got me. I feel you. I got stuff all in there. I get you.
Yeah.
So we're just saying change. We're just saying change.
Yeah.
Change.
Get it for yourself. Get it for yourself. Yeah, change.
Change it up.
And you can change it up. I think, again, people are like, this is just the way I'm going to be the rest of my life.
No.
No offense. Let me be the first to tell you, I love you. And I'm going to say this to whoever's listening. Nobody likes boring.
No.
I divorced boring. He was number 2. Just going to say.
Yeah.
And
Make yourself the most interesting person in the world.
Yeah, that's a better way to put it.
In the room.
I wasn't advocating divorce more. I wasn't advocating don't be boring.
No.
Nobody likes boring. It's just not fun.
So if you're not climbing, you're sliding. So change your hairstyle, change something.
Change it up.
Just look for some ways to change it up this week. So,
and if you need suggestions, put it in the comment. Darlene and Charli certainly can help you.
We're bossy. We love to tell people what to do.
Yeah.
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 So you guys will see you later.
I've had fun.
Me too. Yeah. Okay. Love you.
Bye, everybody.